And the film was shot in Canada, right?
Yeah, shot in Montreal.
So we're from Italy, but we're also based in LA, and many productions are moving away from the city. What do you think is the future of the industry for productions based in California?
Look, sadly, it's going to be a lot. It has a lot to do with whether or not there are tax credits that become more available in California. I mean, they're trying, and they've got one, but it's still somewhat limited compared to the other options. And these other states and other countries are being very, very aggressive in drawing in business. And when you're talking about movies of this scale, those tax incentives make a huge difference. And I think until we see California willing to be competitive with what we're seeing in not just one or two, but quite a few other locations, the likelihood of production coming back to LA is slim.
How early in the development and moving on with production did you know that you were going to shoot in Canada? Once you get a script and you start to know, okay, this isn't really a practical show. This is going to be more a stage-based show, or you kind of see what the demands are of it. You can begin to then assess where does it make the most sense to do that. So it was pretty much when we got the script, and this is really as much of a producerial discussion. It's a Fox decision as the financiers and distributors, and Montreal was one of the two places. One of the key places we were looking at, but one that became kind of undeniably the best choice. So do you have any advice for aspiring producers that would like to be in your position one day?
Look, I think at the end of the day, it's always about stories. It's about finding the stories you love and champion them with all your heart. That's the key, because movies don't make themselves. They're pretty challenging to get made. And it takes being a really passionate advocate, a fighter, to get these things done. And I'm lucky because I'm working with Simon Kinberg and Lauren Schuler-Donner. I don't know if she's here yet. Also, the producer on the movie and the originating producer on the film. And I think she's a great testament to that. She believed and she fought her way through and has helped make what this franchise is today.
One of the greatest things about the film is that it's very complex because it plays in different time spaces.
Yeah.
How much you guys were worried during development about the clarity of the process, and did you do any testing to understand if people would get it eventually?
Yeah.
Because I think in the end product it's very clear, and you guys did it successfully.
Yeah. No, we were concerned about it, and we knew it was ambitious, but we thought that's part of what made it different, and we felt like it was important to try to be ambitious and not oversimplify, which I think sometimes films can too often do. And in this case, it was part of the nature of this story was that it is ambitious. It does play out in different time periods. You aren't following just one character. You're following, kind of really an ensemble of characters. But you don't know until you see the film together, how much of what you intended to come through was going to come through. And thankfully, we did have some screenings and were able to isolate the things that were a little bit confusing or that needed a little bit more clarity, and get those things ironed out.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, you too.
Take care.